why don't we talk about something that's actually freaking awesome? And how about that there was not this part. This part's not awesome. There was an emergency on a flight today going from, I believe, Baltimore to Phoenix.
Yes.
And I believe I want to make sure that we have the correct tweet from you got the correct tweet you're going to pull up. So there was a medical emergency on the flight. And you wouldn't believe who possibly could have stepped in. So here's the tweet from Andrew Springs. A woman on my Southwest flight from Baltimore to Phoenix this morning had a mid-flight medical emergency. The doctor and nurse attending to her couldn't find a strong pulse, and her blood pressure was extremely low and required oxygen to breathe. It was genuinely scary. Page 2. A man in the aisle seat popped up. Could it be your blood sugar? I have a diabetic testing kit. It was Ravens tight end Mark Andrews, and Mark Andrews instructed the medical professionals, equal citizen heroes in this story, on using his test kit. Eventually, her heart rate stabilized. Paramedics met the flight as soon as we landed. Andrews deplaned quietly, no fanfare, as he has done his whole career. He stepped up in a huge moment when people needed him the most. Watching complete strangers spring into action to help save someone's life is truly amazing. That is one of the best stories that you're going to hear.
Yeah.
And
Incredible.
again, the fact that you don't know somebody, but you see someone in distress, Zach, you do the right thing. And Mark Andrews was just trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, I think one of the coolest parts about that story is he just got off after the plane landed and went about his day. It was just, he knew that, hey, I just went out, I helped someone, but it's not about him. He doesn't want the fanfare. He's not saying, I'm Mark Andrews, I'm the tight end for the Ravens. He was like, okay, that happened, and just went on. And actually, shout out Andrew, who is the one who tweeted. I actually believe he watches the show. So big shout out to you, Andrew.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Andrew, by the way, thank you, if you do.
Thank
you. But what we appreciate more is that you shared a very heartwarming story. And not that the fact that it's awesome that it's Mark Andrews if you watch it, Kevin. I mean, Mark goes about his business. Everyone knows how dynamic of a player he is, especially when he's healthy. But Mark wants to just go out there and show to you on and off the field, he's a genuine dude that cares about doing the best thing for someone. And for me, I wish we see more stories like this in the news world.
Yeah, I mean, Mark is someone, and I've had the pleasure of talking with him, and he's somebody that is so selfless, so genuine, and nothing about this is like, oh, Mark Andrews would do that. Of course, Mark Andrews is this exact type of person. And to hear a story like this, to see how he was a superhero right here. Mark Andrews was a superhero for doing this. And his story already is so inspirational about, the diabetes and everything that he's gone through with that. But Mark is somebody that a lot of people look up to, and rightfully so, because of who he is. And obviously the on the field football stuff is, that's one thing, and he's great at it. But off the field as a person, and I agree, where again, athletes are not just athletes. Athletes are human beings who have sides to them, who have stories, who have likes and dislikes. And I love these type of stories. Obviously, this is one where it worked out for everybody. It was a scary situation here. And in those moments, you got to be cool and calm and figure everything out. And I'm happy it all turned out okay. And I'm really glad that Mark was in the position to help save somebody, because it just made everything work. Everything turned out okay.
It really did. And again, I think just a reminder, just people are in need all the time. And if you see someone, step up and do the right thing, because how I look at it too, I think everyone does. Wouldn't you want someone to do that for you? And also in this case, make a difference. But what's even better is, in this case, Mark was equipped with understanding what was going on and didn't hesitate when the moment arose. So awesome stuff. Mark Andrews, it's obviously wish he was still playing this season and the Ravens were in the Super Bowl. But again, great guy, great player on the field, better guy off the field.
And he did, the Ravens released a statement by him on the situation. And in it, he said that the heroes of it are actually there was a nurse and a doctor on board he was the one who obviously gave them the kit to help. So even in that, he's trying to be like, I was just right place, right time. Like, it's these people that really saved the day. So that's the kind of stuff that it's really cool to see, the selflessness, and even when people try to give him credit for helping save a life, and he's like, no, seriously, it wasn't me. It was these other people.
Well,
so that's awesome.
And it's true. Paramedics, paramedics, people in the medical world never get enough credit as well.
And I like that Andrew put that in his post. He said equal heroes in this scenario. It's not because it's not just Mark Andrews.
Right.
It's all the people that went out of their way to stand up and help this person in need. And that's what makes it cool.
Right.
Absolutely. Sure. And Karen, I just wanted to touch on this for a second. This is what we are all supposed to do. It's the right thing. Stand up, dude. And that's the thing. It is the right thing to do. And it's awesome when you see a guy that's idolized, has the same values that you hope to see. But there, as we know in the world, you hope everyone is going to do the right thing. The reality is they don't. So it's just great to see a role model on one of the best players in the world at his position. And he has all the success, doesn't change who he is off the field. And that is a guy that cares about others around him, even if he doesn't know them. So awesome story.